What's up, everybody? It's LaMuerteBlanca, and we are back with another explained video. I recently stumbled upon Chicken Police, a narrative-driven noir that has received rave reviews on Steam. At first, I thought it was just a meme, but this tale of love, death, and chickens is actually really good and has a crazy surprise twist ending. As great as the story is, by design, it lacks engaging gameplay, and even if you love a good animal pun, I would recommend waiting for a sale if you're interested in playing this one for yourself. However, if you are one of those that wants to save $10 to $20 and 8 hours of gameplay, don't worry, y'all know I got you. We find ourselves in Clawville, a gritty city that's basically the 1950s New York, and everyone has an animal head. Our character Santino Federlin, also known as Sonny, is your prototypical noir detective. He's half of a notorious investigative duo, lost his wife and child to divorce, lives in a shithole apartment, wears a leather jacket, and calls every female character sweetheart. Only difference between him and Humphrey Bogart is he's a chicken. On this lonely New Year's Eve night, there's a knock at Sonny's door. A shy Impala named Deborah needs Sonny's help. Her employer, the famed Natasha Katsenko, is receiving multiple threats from an unknown source. Deborah also informs Sonny Miss Katsenko is dating Ibn Wessler, one of Clawville's most notorious gangsters. Basically, imagine if Al Capone was a rat. Literally. So to quickly recap, an Impala went to a chicken so it could solve a mystery about a cat who's receiving threats. By the way, this cat is also dating a rat. Still with me? Great. Quick side note, with all these interspecies relationships that's going on in Clawville, how does the whole child thing work? Am I reading too much into this? Anyway, Sonny receives a card from a popular nightclub owned by Natasha. Natasha wants Sonny to meet her there and says she knows Molly. Molly is Sonny's ex-wife who left him with their child. This naturally sends Sonny into a flurry. Now he has to know how one of the most popular women in Clawville knows his ex-wife. Before going to the club, Sonny has to recruit his ex-partner, the other half of the famed chicken police, Marty McChicken. I say ex-partner because last time they worked together, Marty shot Sonny with a shotgun. So I guess it's all water under the bridge now, huh? Apparently so, because even though Marty supposedly hates Sonny, he agrees to tag along solely because he's bored and has nothing to do at the station. Marty's basically a young hotshot shoot first and ask questions later type of detective who has a questionably unhealthy relationship with his shotgun Bertha. Not shaming, just saying. After using his affluent rabbit friend with the unnecessarily annoying stutter to convince the very polite French ibex goat-looking guy to get into the club, the chicken police are just in time to catch the star of that night's performance, Natasha herself. So if you're into furries, you might enjoy this cutscene. Don't worry, again, we're not judging, because Sonny also finds out he's into them after he finally gets to see Natasha for himself. If you like color in your games, you might like this scene too, since Natasha's eyes are some of the only color that you're actually going to get. Sonny and Natasha go to her room to speak about the case, and naturally the first thing Sonny notices is the naked painting of her. Again, not shaming. The cat with the Russian accent and the chicken cop flirt a while until we finally learn that she name-dropped Molly just to get Sonny's attention. However, she does know her, just won't say how. Sus. We also learn the threats Natasha's been receiving are one simple word. Whore. Natasha tells us to meet her later that night so she can show us something that might help the investigation. She's hiding whatever this is from Ibn and his goons. I'll say it again. Sus. They arrive at Natasha's weekend house, one of the threats written in large red letters on the wall. You know they use a good paint too because it's storming and that message is not washing away at all. Must have special rain shield like our guys because it's been raining literally all night long and they apparently never get wet. They manage to finally get out of the rain and oh shit, Deborah was murdered and she has the same threat written on her back. What the fuck? They find a card with the initials SN in Deborah's purse. Is this what Natasha wanted us to find? Later, Stutter Bunny tells our guys the card belongs to a very exclusive club brothel, the Sweltering Nile, reserved for Clawville's elite and hardcore animal fetishes. Guess where we're going? After admiring the decor and helping a foxy lady get it by completing the best minigame I've ever done in a video game ever, by the way, that's sarcasm, we finally meet with the establishment owner, Madame Zewas, an ex-spy, ex-assassin, ex-courtesan crocodile. Seriously, who's trying to get with a crocodile? Sonny learns that the card belonged to Natasha, but she wasn't a client. She used to live and work at the brothel, probably why all the threats are the word whore. She left this line of work when she fell in love with Ibn, not to mention he also bought her a club. Zewa steps away for a little bit, so chicken police do what any respectable cops would do. Search the place without a warrant. Because why wouldn't they? They unlock a secret room. In the room, they find the employee client list, all very powerful people in Clawville, many of whom are connected to Natasha. On this list, Sonny finds another familiar name as well. Oh, damn. Molly used to work here too? And our Chicken, didn't even know. That's messed up, Molly. How are you going to work at an escort business, get out, not even tell dude before having his child? I hope Sonny gets himself checked out for animal AIDS after this is all over. This also explains how Natasha knew Molly. Just then, Zawas and Zebra Girl roll up with a gun. Marty pulls a shotgun out of nowhere, not sure where he was hiding that thing the whole time. Then dude gets knocked out from behind, has a dream like he's tripping on LSD, and wakes up on a burning boat. A boat that's in the water while it's still raining. Not sure the bad guys really thought this one through. Regardless, it still looks like someone sent them on a cruise to hell. Instead of immediately figuring out, I don't know, how to not be burned alive and end up the next KFC special, our heroes argue over dumb shit for 5 minutes until they finally untie themselves and jump overboard. I'll ask, because I know a lot of you guys are thinking it, can chickens even swim? They go see Boobo to patch themselves up. He's a doctor that worked for the police department until meds mysteriously started going missing. I hope he's seen better days because dude really looks like a homeless version of the Tootsie Pop owl. Boobo tells them Ibn's henchman recently stopped by to treat a burn, so Ibn is the one trying to kill them. Is he behind the threats to his girlfriend too? Apparently, they're on their way to kill an informant who spilled information on Ibn. The chicken police deduce that it has to be Zip, a raccoon that owns a coffee shop but looks like he's more into just than caffeine. Imagine if Tweak from South Park was a raccoon. They show up at the coffee shop, tell a seagull reporter to go fuck himself, start hitting jukeboxes like they're the Fonz, they are wearing leather jackets, and pull out a mysterious wristband. Zip turned himself into the cops to find some safety from Ibn's boys, so they head that way to figure out what the hell is up with said wristband. Zip was blackmailed by Ibn to dispose of a body. The wristband fell out. Zip thought it would be a good idea to swipe it like the trash pan that he is. The wristband looked like it could be from a hospital, so they go and visit Boo Boo again, who explains that Ibn actually has an identical twin brother named Albert that resides at an insane asylum. Holy fuck. Did Ibn have his brother killed? How does this relate to Natasha? The chicken police head toward, and yes, this is real, the Let There Be Peace Forever mental institution for ill and damaged minds. Yes, that is the whole name for the asylum. Yes, they probably spend way too much on signage, especially since some of that money probably could have gone toward literally anything else to spruce up the place. It looks like it's straight out of a Silent Hill game. At this point, you can tell that the character designer was getting tired because they cleverly hide the fact that they're done making heads by choosing a giraffe as a receptionist. She's a little too obsessed with the chicken, please, but lets our guys meet with the asylum's director and head doctor, Dr. Quetzal. 4 years ago, Ibn dropped his brother off at the asylum, who was suffering from depression, panic attacks, and schizophrenia. He also had multiple personalities and frequent seizures. Dude was all kinds of fucked up. Apparently, Albert is currently missing. Suspicious coincidence indeed. However, he left the institution multiple times prior when Ibn picked him up to work on paintings for Natasha. Naked paintings, at least until the final time when he never came back. Albert's seizures continuously got worse each time he returned from working on the paintings, and it appeared his inner personality was slowly starting to take over until one day the two henchmen brought Albert back all fucked up. Tongue cut out, one eye gone, fingers broken, completely mutilated. They blame it on an accident. Really? No one accidentally has that happen to themselves. You think he just jumped face first into a wood chipper while smashing his hand? Really? Also puzzling was that after his beating, Albert never painted again, and his seizures completely stopped. Our boys then jump straight into the evil within when they search Albert's room. Whole thing is creepy as fuck, and it only gets worse when they find a love letter to Natasha. Albert is completely obsessed, even saying he would have done anything for her. I hope some of these pieces are starting to come together. If not, let me explain. Albert became obsessed with Natasha and wanted her for himself the more he painted her. He faked being his brother and had Ibn's tongue torn out, fingers broken, and thrown back in asylum in place of himself. When he threw Ibn, who doesn't paint or have seizures by the way, back in the asylum, Ibn couldn't communicate with anyone because of all those injuries. Since then, Albert took Ibn's place, had Ibn killed and disposed of when Ibn tried to escape the asylum on his own, and now Albert is trying to convince everyone, including Natasha, he's the real deal. This shit is wild. But seriously, what happened to literal bros before hoes? Apparently, the furry kink is strong with this one, but what about the threats? The following morning, they roll up in Ibn's nice house and call Bizarro Ibn out like, you punk-ass fake tried to replace your brother and still couldn't do it. All that effort, Natasha hates you, and you're a fucking rat, literally and metaphorically. You know, because she actually loved Ibn, but not Albert, because, again, he's not actually Ibn. Naturally, this sets Albert off, so dude pulls a gun. Albert explains his split personality is both him and Ibn. He is convinced that Ibn lives inside him, which is why he's so confident he could take his brother's place. Through this whole ordeal, Albert starts to struggle with the lines between love and hate. He loves Natasha but hates her because he knows she's not into weird schizo rats. The threats were an attempt to destroy her because of the hate harbored in his fractured mind. Weird, I know. Just go with it. Anything's possible when you have as many mental disorders as this guy. Seriously messed up. Albert's had enough and is about to pull the trigger and BAM! Oh shit. Natasha killed Albert? She's probably tight because her future brother-in-law killed the guy she loves. I mean, seems fair. Cops show up, press gets a photo, chicken police are back, and Ibn's empire is crumbling. But hold up. That night, Natasha shows up. They discuss Molly and why she kept the secret from Sonny. Guy needs a light for his cigarette, and Natasha gives him a matchbook and leaves. Sonny tosses it in the trash, and we find Natasha's number on the matchbook. Did he not see it? Is he over his previous furry obsession? I don't think we'll ever know. But we do know Natasha wants that cock. What? Wait, really? Y'all are all sick. He's a male chicken. Natasha wants to get with Sonny, who is a male chicken. She wants the cock, the chicken. Get your fucking heads out the gutter. And that's Chicken Police. Like I said, it's a good game with an interesting story and amazing voice acting. With the success that it has seen and how wide open some of these character arcs are, it'd be interesting to see if the developer decides to make a Chicken Police too. If you found this video helpful or at all entertaining, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what other explained videos do you want to see. As we continue the explain series, please bear with me as these videos take time. Some of these games need to be replayed in order to get the full experience, and Blanca is a busy boy with a full-time job, young family, and a growing live stream. If you want to hang out with us on the live stream or join the family on Discord or connect on any of the socials, all my links can be found in the description below. I'm LaMuerteBlanca, and I'll catch you guys next time.